Coach, well, let's start with takeaways from Omaha. You get through the first 8 games 7-1 and get 2 wins. It's been a tough place to play, I think, for you guys.
Well, you know what? It's the most important thing, Zach, is we got the 6 points, and I think that was really critical going into this break. And we've won games different ways. Really, I thought we had one really good period on Saturday. Otherwise, I thought Omaha was playing very well, but our goaltender was good again. Hunter played great, and we held on and got a big win on Saturday. But I thought Friday's game we were better. It's not very often, like I said in the paper, that you'll give up 4 power play goals and win a hockey game, but we did, and we scored enough. Seems like we've been doing that. We've scored enough goals at times to erase some deficits and win some games. But I'm real proud of our guys. I mean, it's not an easy. It's been a grind and had a tough schedule. I think we found out a little bit more of where we are and things we need to get better at as we get back at it next week.
Is this a good time for a break, or do you wish you could keep playing with how good they've been going?
I don't know. I think it is. It's for us. I think we've got some guys that could use the rest physically, and sometimes a mental break too. These guys have been going since they got back here. It's in September, and like I said, none of these series every weekend have been easy. They've been hard. Certainly, there's been some added pressures, with some of the rankings and things like that. So I think it's good for our guys to kind of get away from it for a few days and come back and hopefully be refreshed a little bit and get to work next week.
You talked a couple weeks ago about enjoying the start that they've had this year. Is this a good 2 weeks to sit back and enjoy what they've done thus far?
Yeah, I mean, it was month 2 really, and I remind him again, we've had 2 good months, got 5 more to go. So obviously next month is a little bit shorter with 4 games, but 2 very, very good opponents in Denver and Bemidji. So I think our guys are excited about getting away here, but I think anytime you can have the start that we did, guys, and you have a break, guys leave on a positive note. And I won't say they're leaving. I mean, guys are still around. It's just we haven't really going to do a lot of organized stuff, but I think it's good for them, and they'll come back ready to go next week and work on some things and prepare ourselves for Denver.
With Avery coming back middle of this month, do you spend these 2 weeks maybe trying to phase him in more, or do you kind of have an idea of where you want to fit?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I don't think you can really worry about phasing him in right now. I mean, we've got to focus on getting the guys that'll be playing against Denver and ready to go, and maybe that next week might be a little bit different. It's going to be a little crazy too because it's finals week, but it'll be exciting. It's nice to know that it's coming up, and we're going to get another good player. It's going to add some depth to our lineup, and obviously there's going to maybe be some changes, maybe not right away, but going into the second half for sure.
Is it a good thing for a coach that it's maybe not obvious where he goes in the lineup at this point?
Yeah. I think we can find a spot, but it's hard. We'll see how the next few games go, and like I said, you're always trying to make your team better, and if there's areas that where we have to move some guys around to make our team better, we'll do that. But certainly for him, I know he's excited to play, and like I said, it gives us another body. I mean, we've been a little light there, certainly starting the year, but we're fortunate to have enough now. But it gives us another player with college experience too that can play a couple different positions. So there's some versatility with him too, and that's exciting.
Scott, how about the coaching staff? What do they do during these 2 weeks?
Recruiting.
Usual?
recruit. No, we'll take a couple days off here. I mean, obviously there's games to go to, so we'll spend time doing that, and I'll get a chance to follow up with watching some of our guys and a couple kids that we need to see. So it's a good time to do that, and again, we're also kind of taking a look back at what we've done through the first 14 games and areas that we need to improve and what we need to work on. And we met the other day, so we kind of got a good idea as a staff, kind of what we need to do, and we'll meet with the players next week and go through the same things and get to work.
You talked about leaving on a good note. How do the guys start back up on a good note, knowing that you got Denver? How do you guys keep up that momentum?
Well, you're going to lose something. I mean, anytime you take a break, you're going to lose something. But certainly a lot better going into it, winning games than losing games. And this group is different. This group, there's a lot of belief in each other there. There's a lot of, like I said a few weeks ago, there's a lot of intangible things that have been huge for our team. I think our leadership group has been good, and again, anytime you have success, you always feel good. And but I understand there's going to be, maybe not the same level. We've got to try and manufacture that through practices and scrimmage a few times or a couple times and try and simulate game stuff to try and get back there. But at the end of it, I just want them to kind of get away mentally and come back excited about being back. It's kind of like almost a mini Christmas break. Like I said, we did what we had to do last weekend, and so guys always feel good about that.
Anything else?
I know this program always has high expectations, but 14 games in, is there anything that surprised you so far?
Well, obviously going into the year, there was the uncertainty of the goaltending position, and I think all three of those guys have proved they can play, and obviously Hunter stepped up and played the majority of the games and really given us some quality goaltending, and it's kind of stabilized that position a little bit. And I think that uncertainty is maybe not where it used to be. So I think that's helped our team. And but overall, no, I think we knew going in we need to do it by committee. We need to do it by everybody kind of contributing, and I think that's how we've won. And I just like the fact that we've won games in different ways, and I think that those things, even last Saturday, I didn't think we played our best game, but we found a way to win. And as long as you keep the right perspective with those things, you're going to be fine. But this group knows there's a long way to go, and the nice thing is they're willing to work, and they understand that, and they don't get too far ahead of yourself. And it's too hard of a league to start looking too far ahead.
Scott, you look back at the start of the year, could you anticipate that any team, let alone yours, would have this kind of record at this point in the year? Yeah,
in our league, yeah. Someone's going to be. Denver hasn't lost in the league. So
you got a lot of wins, you don't have to get back.
Well, I could sit here and think about last year too, and I felt that we should have a lot more wins and we came out with losses. So maybe they all even out, but I like where we're at. Guys feel good about where we're at. They know there's a lot more work, and we'll just move on to next week and keep preparing for our opponents.
Well, especially if you can anticipate having a good second half and you got the great first half, that's not a bad combination.
No, again, it's something where if you live off your laurels, you're going to get burned, and if you look too far ahead, you're going to get burned. You got to stay in the moment. You got to stay in where you're at. It's like I said about the polls. You know what? It's great. Enjoy it. It means you've had 2 good months. And people like you. So keep making people like you by playing good hockey and winning games. But again, the whole thing is the process. It's about, are we getting better? Are we doing the things that we need to do to become a better team? Are we where we want to be right now? No. Are we happy with where we are? Absolutely. But as a team, there's some growth yet. And like I said, getting Avery back in our lineup soon gives us more depth, gives us a little more skill and experience, and those are good things.
Polls are funny because when you're up there number 1, you don't put too much stock in them, but when you're 8 or 9 or so forth, you want to striving for number 1 is what's important.
Well, at the end of the year, you want to be there at the end of the year. But I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't feel good. Guys should be, kind of excited about that. And but it doesn't mean anything right now. You know, it means right now that we're leading our league at the moment, and we've had a good first couple months.
Might mean happy Thanksgiving.
Good Thanksgiving. We'll see you at the weigh-in is on Monday.